Hello, hello, hello. I'm just gonna wait a minute for more people to join us. I think I'm gonna move the camera this way. Hi, everyone. Let me just get all of my products here in front of me set up. So today I'm actually gonna be using a mix of products that I got here from Verishop as well as products that I already own. Let's see. What do I want to do for concealer? Are we gonna do this for concealer? Give me 1 second. Do this. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So the first product that I wanted to show you guys was this cutie right here, little clip. It's in the shape of a cloud. Yes. It's the Cloud Claw in the color cream from the brand MLE. I've been using this almost every single day ever since I got it in because it's just the cutest little thing ever. I've actually already gotten compliments while I've been out when people have asked me like where I got it from. So this is just the most adorable clip ever. It's also very sturdy. I'm gonna use it now like to tie my hair up a bit so that I can just like, it's away from my face. It's not bothering me while I'm doing my makeup. But yeah, I've gotten lots of compliments whenever I've worn this clip because it's like the most adorable thing ever. Actually, give me 1 second. I'm gonna kind of like loop my hair a bit before I clip it because then it'll be nice and like wavy in the front once I bring it down. And then I'm just gonna additionally put a few more clips here in the front just to ensure that the hair is like 100% completely out of my face. There we go, behind the ears too. Yeah, not just like when I'm doing my makeup. By the way, let me show it to you guys. Not just for when I'm doing my makeup. Also, it's been good for like just whenever I'm outside. It's still summer, even though people want to say that it's already fall. No, it's not. We're still in the summer, guys. Calm down. It's still pretty warm out. So yeah, I've just been wearing it out to tie my hair up. I'm gonna go ahead and start with foundation. This one right here that I have is from Exa Beauty. Can we just talk about the packaging because I really love this bottle so much. It's just so pretty. I love this kind of like dark teal green that it has, and then it pops beautifully with like the orange letters and then more teal here on the bottom. I'm just gonna go ahead and shake it. You have to shake it because it's a satin finish foundation, so it's very luminous. You just always want to shake it to ensure that the ingredients are mixed in together. I actually kept the box because I wanted to tell you guys what it does. Here we go. So it's charged with anti-pollution actives. It has protective microalgae actives, soothing maca berry, and hydrating hyaluronic acid. Um, it has advanced pigment technology to wear light and last long. It has a buildable finish for all skin types, all ages, and all people. It is a clean foundation. They are, where is it? Here we are. Vegan and cruelty free. I got it in the shade Alex 260. So I actually like this color a lot because it matches like the rest of my body. My face right now is currently just a little bit lighter than like the rest of my body. Green in my face every single day. So my face always tends to be just like a little bit lighter than my body. But you guys see, this right here is matching the rest of my body perfectly. And I'm just applying that with a brush. I did one pump on this side of my face. I like to work in like sections first. Do you guys see how beautiful that satin finish is? So glowy. There we go. Ugh, my dark circles are so bad. I'm like, ugh. There's nothing I can do at this point though. It's just part of my genes. My mom actually, and my grandma, they both have really bad dark circles. So I inherited them as well. It's right here. I had a little blemish there and here. So I'm gonna just like pat it in place instead of swiping. When you pat, you're building coverage. When you swipe, you're kind of like shearing out the product. So I like to pat on places where I feel like I need more coverage. So like if I have any blemishes or like post acne marks, actually right here in my nose, I just covered it a little bit. I had a nose piercing that came out last week. So I still have a bit of that. Well, we know it's gonna be there for a while. I feel like the scar. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pat it a little bit more. Always, always, always blend it to your neck. Doesn't have to be like completely down to your neck, but like at least your jaw, you know, because you don't want to see like a line of separation between your skin and the foundation. You guys see, I'm finally matching my body. Okay, now let's go ahead and do the forehead. For the forehead, I just do like, yeah, not even a full pump. That was like a little pea-sized amount. But I just definitely love how luminous this is. And it's still very thin, where like if you wanted to build it up, like do a second layer, you totally can, and it's still gonna look like skin. That's what I love so much about this foundation, that it still looks like skin. The glow though, I'm freaking obsessed. Even though later on in a bit, we're gonna take away the shine from like the T section, the T zone, because I get oily there, but I still will leave like the luminosity in like the cheeks, the sides. Okay, let's cover up my dark circles because they are so bad. So bad. I'm just gonna go ahead and use my concealer. For this part, go ahead and apply whatever concealer you guys have. I do a lot. And then I also make sure that the concealer is like 2 to 3 shades lighter than the foundation, because I like a very highlighted under eye look. And I'm just going to go ahead and blend that in with my beauty sponge. I'm just going to face the mirror really quick so that I can make sure that I am blending this all the way. I also like to blend it up to the sides of my nose. Cool trick for you guys to know. When you blend it to the side of your nose, it kind of helps to slim it a bit. So I normally don't really have to contour with like bronzer later on, because when we're lightening the sides and then we leave the middle looking like our skin tone, that automatically contours your nose, and honestly it ends up looking way more natural than if you were to go down with 2 lines down your nose with bronzer. I'm also going to do just a little bit in the center of my forehead to highlight that area as well, and my chin, because we want to bring balance to the rest of the face. It kind of looks awkward if only the under eye area is highlighted. So yeah, again, the side of the nose. You see how that alone just like slimmed down my nose so much? So it's not like we have to do a like bronzer later on. We don't have to do contour on the nose. Yeah, and then again with whatever's already left on the sponge, we're gonna do the chin and we're gonna do the forehead just to bring balance to the face. Hold on, I feel like I have a little, there we go, little piece of lint. Okay, now we are going to set with powder. I normally have to do this right away because, guys, I'm getting old. I'm getting lines in my forehead and like I start creasing a lot. In my forehead, my under eyes too. My under eyes crease. It doesn't matter what concealer it is. It doesn't matter if the concealer says that it's crease proof. My under eyes will always crease. Okay, so I like to just press it here. This stuff is optional for a lot of people. Like, you don't have to do it with the sponge. I like doing it with the sponge because when I bake, I feel like my makeup just truly does last longer and just looks way more flawless. I know that a lot of people don't really like doing this, especially if you have like dry skin, and I completely understand. If that's you, you can just go ahead and set very lightly with a brush. You don't have to do all this that I'm doing. You can just set with the brush very lightly. You don't have to pick up all this powder and put it in your face, you know? But me, because I'm a little bit more like combination skin and I like my makeup to last longer, powder is my best friend. Like, I rarely wear setting spray, honestly. Powder alone does more than enough for my skin. Like, holding my makeup together, I mean. Okay, so now that we're setting the under eye, the forehead, the chin with the translucent powder, I'm gonna wipe it off in maybe like 40 seconds, but really quick. I also just like to set the rest of my skin with a, what do you call this? Just like a regular pressed powder that's closer to my skin tone. So just setting these areas here. Setting here, and just like that, all this powder is going to come off. So the thing though that normally ends up happening after baking very heavily like I do is that the skin tends to look a little light and ashy, but don't worry, we're gonna go ahead and fix that up right away with our best friend, which is bronzer. Bronzer and blush are like my favorite like products ever when it comes to makeup. I like go ham with them, so that's what I'm gonna do with my bronzer. I like to start on the forehead. What we're gonna do is, remember, we lighten the middle a little bit. I'm gonna blend that into the bronzer, so I'm not gonna go with the bronzer like, I'm gonna try to avoid this area right here in between my eyebrows, but I still want to pass the brush through it to blend it so that it's not just like a little circle of light right there, if that makes any sense. And in general too, this area here always also tends to be lighter because I don't really like, I try to avoid putting foundation there when I'm doing my makeup, because then, you know, if you get foundation all over your brows and it gets hard for you to do your brows later. So yeah. Okay, I'm gonna blend it just a little bit more. Yeah, that looks good. You see, so now we got some color back into the forehead. We're gonna go ahead and do the same on the cheekbones. To contour your cheekbones, I like to follow the top of the ear, like right here. Don't go lower than that, because then you're gonna kind of like drag the angles of your face lower. The higher, the better. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pull this up so that I can see where I'm going. Okay. Just like that. Literally, you want it to go right where your cheekbone is. Like, as I'm doing this, I literally feel the bone with my brush. I feel like my mistake is that before I would go here, like right below the cheekbone, and I just found that that didn't really do anything for me. I feel like my makeup started looking better once I learned this trick. So again, right here where the bone is. Just like that. And then also gonna do the jaw, all along the jaw. Okay, I told you guys that blush was also one of my favorite products ever. I go pretty heavy on the blush. I have this palette which I love, and you guys can see like my most used colors. But this summer I actually went with this color right here. That's what I've been wearing the most. I feel like I do this color more like in the, not even fall, more like in the winter. And then this one too in the winter. So, and then this one, I usually always do a little bit of this super bright pink on top. But first I'm gonna do this kind of like peachy, not even peachy. I feel like I'm horrible, by the way, at describing colors. Oh, and look, I'm starting right on top of that cheekbone first, and then we're gonna like come down into the apples of the cheek. And again, by doing this, we're kind of just like snatching our face up. We're giving ourselves those Instagram filters, but without the filter. You know what I mean? Yes. Okay. And then normally I just do a little bit on my nose. I forgot like how or when I got into putting like blush on my nose. I feel like, oh, okay, now I remember. I love Doja Cat. And then I watched her, she did one of those like Vogue Get Ready With Me looks. And when I saw her do that, it was kind of like an e-girl look that she was doing. So when I saw her do it, I was like, okay, I need to start doing the same thing. And I like it. I feel like it looks so pretty. You just look so fresh and like cute and, you know, all like blushed out. I feel like I have more on this side than on this side. Yeah, I do. So let me put more on this side. And then lastly, we're just going to do a bit of the bright pink. When I first got this palette, like 5 years ago, I literally have forever with it. I would never touch this bright pink color. I used to like be scared of it, but then as I got more into watching like other people's makeup routines, especially celebrity makeup routines, like I said, Doja Cat, and like I watch a lot of makeup routines from people that have gone to make. Sorry, there's a bird outside, and it's like every time I talk, I just. Okay, anyways, when I started getting into like watching celebrity makeup routines, I started imitating their tips and tricks. I watch a lot of girls that have attended Makeup by Ariel, Kylie Jenner's makeup artist. They've attended his master class. So then they just go, let me close the window because this can't be it. I'm sorry, this freaking bird. Oh, it stopped. Okay, it stopped. If I don't have to close the window, then that's better for me because I'm like sweating. I'm sorry, I'm just doing some brow gel. But like I was saying to you guys, when I started watching like Makeup by Ariel's, like his routine on his celebrity clients like Kylie, he does that like super super bright bubblegum pink on his clients, and that's why they all look just so like beautiful and flawless and fresh face. So that's when I started getting into that bright color, that bright pink that you guys saw me using last. Yes, I'm just doing some brow gel, and then we're gonna get into the eyes in a little bit. I want to show you guys some products that I've been loving from here, from Verishop, for the eyes. I just like to brush my brows up. I'll probably fill them in later. Brush them to the side. I love this super fluffy, like, model brow look, by the way. It's a big change for me because back then I used to do like the very like straight, super structured, like Instagram brow. That's what I used to be all about before. And now, give me super fluffy, give me super laid, laminated looking brows. Like, that's just what I love. And I just brush them up with the gel, and then I like to just press them in to give them like a super laid look. Okay, we're gonna get into the eyes. I can't wait to show you guys what we're gonna do for the eyes, something fun. Before that though, let me just go ahead and clean up underneath my brows with some concealer. I don't like missing this step because it just makes a difference in like shaping my brows. Like right now I feel like they don't really have a shape to them, but I'm able to do that with concealer. So okay, I want to make sure I'm not blocking. Okay, and then here where the arch is. There we go. See? I already gave it some shape. I'm gonna blend that out in a bit, but let me just do the other eye too. Other eyebrow, I meant. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, sometimes this is more than good enough for me. Like, I'm grateful that I have pretty full brows where I don't always have to fill them in, especially when I'm lazy. I don't fill them in, I just leave them like that, just with the brow gel. Where's my brush? Look, I use this one specific brush to blend out the concealer, and I don't see it. Oh my god, where's my brush? I'm just gonna have to improvise and use this, I guess. Don't you just hate that? Like whenever you're doing your makeup and like your brushes start to disappear like right in front of you, like how is that even possible? It's like they just grow legs and like walk away. Okay, so that's, I do like a pretty thin brush to blend that out, and then I like to also bring the rest of it down. So for that I use a bigger brush. There we go. Other eyebrow. Just like that. Now we're gonna blend and bring it down. Yay, perfect. Okay. That's so much better. Now they have some shape to them. This one came out a little funny looking. I might have to like actually fill them in then. I don't know why. This one just came out looking so different. But anyways, guys, we're gonna move on to the eyes. I am so excited. We're gonna do this really fun, kind of like chrome eye look. First though, I'm gonna do a little bit of like a brown base on my eyes. I'm just gonna go ahead and use the same bronzer that I used on my face. I'm gonna do the same thing on my eyes. I have tons of eyeshadow palettes, but I'm super lazy now, like when it comes to my makeup. Like I said, I used to go in on my makeup, like super glam, super beat back then, and now I feel like I like more of a natural look. Like even with the blush, putting it on my nose, looking more like fresh and just like, baby face, as opposed to like the super glam looks that I used to do before. Anyways, yeah, so now I just prefer sometimes when I'm doing eyeshadows to work with the products that I already have in front of me. So bronzer and blush, that's what I have on my eyes half the time. Like I just don't even, I have so much. I'll show you guys at the end. Like I have this one drawer, well I actually have two, but I'll show you guys like one of them full of eyeshadow palettes that I just don't use anymore. I'm just using a big fluffy brush, putting it all over the lid and then blending it up into the brow bone. I'm not doing anything specific with this, honestly. I just want like a little bit of a brown base on the eye before we go with the um, color that we're gonna use. Same thing on the other eye. Blending up to the brow bone. Okay. So this is the product right here. It's from the brand Exa, the same brand as the foundation. This is a liquid eyeshadow. It's their Light Show Color Melt, supercharged with plant-powered UV filters. Beautiful. They do say to apply with your fingers. Oh, but you know what? Do I want to apply with my fingers or with a brush? Why don't we try both? Anyways, I'm gonna bring some of it here, like put some of it here in my hand because I want you guys to see how beautiful this color is. It's this like chrome that like, there we go. Oh my god, you guys see how pretty? It like shifts. It looks green at a certain angle and then like a little bit of gold and then like brown. Um, okay, I'm just gonna do it with my fingers, I guess. I am going to pat it. Ooh, it's so pretty. I just kind of did this, like blending it. You guys probably can't see it on camera, but like there's sparkles when you blend it out. So pretty. Okay, I'm gonna just tap it, starting from the inner. Oh, that is so gorgeous. Mind you, I'm only doing a little bit. Imagine if I was actually putting on a pretty, like, heavy amount. Whoa. This looks so pretty. I feel like I'm even, like, from this up, like, down angle where I'm looking into the mirror, I even see a little bit of blue in there, too. That is so cool. Ooh, this looks so pretty. I love this so much. Yeah, I just ended up doing it all over the lid, honestly, because, like, I wish it was picking up on camera as good as it was, as good as it does in person. What I'm gonna do at the end is that I'm gonna flip my camera around because you guys know the back camera has just like better quality, and I'm just gonna go really in on the eyes, like close up, very close, so that you guys can see like just how much better it actually looks. Hopefully you can see, and it could kind of show the way that it does in person, because in person this looks incredible. I love how easy it is to use too. By the way, that price that you guys see right now, $18.70, that's the price that it is with my live stream deal. So you guys get 15% off when you shop during my live stream. And you have up to 30 minutes after the live stream ends to use the discount from the items that you add onto your cart. So it's not like, once the live stream ends, if you change your mind and you didn't buy it then, like you'll still be good. Just add it to your cart if anything, and then you have up to 30 minutes afterwards to use it. Oh, you know what? Why don't I do this one? I'm gonna do a little bit of highlighter, or you could do a light eyeshadow in the inner corner of my eye to open them up and to like build a contrast against like the cool green, brown, bluish hue of the liquid eyeshadow. Ooh, yes. Ooh. Ooh. I'm so annoying. I'm sorry. This looks so good. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and do a little bit of highlighter while I have it out here. I like to do highlighter in my nose, Cupid's bow, and we're also gonna do a little bit here. Okay, so next we're gonna do eyeliner. I have been so obsessed with this eyeliner ever since I got it in. It's this beautiful shimmery, sparkly brown from Wander 2. It's their Super Stay Liquid Eyeliner. And then I got it in the color Glazed Chocolate. It's just like the prettiest, like chocolate brown with like not